Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have to discuss about program for reversing the characters of a string using stack. Simply reversing the stack. It is one of the application of stack. First, we have to include two header files, hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h. We have to use two function prototypes. One is the push function and the second one is the pop function. Push function is used for inserting the element into a stack. This function can take one character parameter. Its data type is void. Second function is pop. Pop function is used for removing the element from the stack. Its data type is void. So these two are function prototypes. We have to tell to the compiler I am using these two functions in the program. Next, we have to take an integer array. That array name called stack. Its size is 20, and another integer variable called top. Top equal to -1. That means initially top value can be -1. That means stack is empty. So its data type is integer. Next, void main. So every program execution starts with the main function. Its data type is void. It should not return anything. Next, another character array called str. Its size is 20 and its data type is char. Next, we have to declare two integer variables I and length. Its data type is int. CLR SCR function. This function is used for clearing the output screen. This function is available in hash include conio.h. So that we have to include that header file also to our program. Next one, printf enter the string. The string can be read from the keyboard by using gets function. Gets is nothing but get string from the keyboard. It also includes empty spaces. So the string contains any empty spaces. To read that string from the keyboard, we have to use gets function. You have one doubt, why we do not use scanf function. Scanf function does not read the empty space from the keyboard, but to read the empty space within the string, we have to use gets function. So gets of str. That means we have to read the string from the keyboard. This function is available in hash include string.h. Next, first we have to find out the length of the string that are read from the keyboard. For that purpose, we have to use strlen function. So this function is used for finding out the length of the string. strlen of str. Whatever the length of the string, that length of the string can be assigned to length variable. So now the length variable contains the length of the string that are read from the keyboard by using gets function. Now we have to iterate the for loop from I is equal to 0 to I less than length. That means iterate the loop starting with 0 index to length of the string. Whatever the characters that are read from the string, that character can be pushed into the stack by using the statement push str of I. For example, I value is 0. Okay, 0 less than length of the string. Condition true. If the condition is true, push str of 0. That means whatever the character that is present in the index 0, that character is pushed into the stack. After that, I value is incremented. Now I value is initialized with 1. So 1 less than length of the string. Condition is true. If the condition is true, we have to push str of one character. That means whatever the character that is present in the index 1, that can be pushed into the stack. So this process is continued until the end of the string. Okay, so after completing this entire for loop, so whatever the characters that are present within the string, character by character, that is pushed into the stack. Now the stack contains all the characters within the string. Here, one more important point is every string is end with the /0 character, but we do not push /0 character into the stack. Because of that reason, I am taking the for loop for I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than length. Okay, but I am not writing I less than or equal to. Suppose if you are write I less than or equal to length, then it also reads /0 character. Okay, so we exclude the /0 character. After excluding the /0 character within the string, whatever the character that we are taken, character by character, it is pushed into the stack. Now, after all the characters within the string are pushed into the stack, now we have to print the reverse of the string. Okay, so what we do for reverse of the string, we have to pop the characters from the top of the stack one by one until the stack is empty. Okay, to pop the elements from the top of the stack, we have to use pop function. So now we have to print the characters within the string in reverse order. So printf reverse string is for I equal to 0, I less than length. We have to iterate the for loop starting with the 0 index to length of the string. So we have to pop function. We have to use pop function. So that means whatever the characters that are present within the stack, that characters are popped out from the top of the stack one by one. Okay. So this process is continued until the stack is empty. So now getch function. So this is our program. So here we have to use two functions, here push function and pop function. I am writing the function definition for push function. void push char x. So here the push function can take one character parameter, that is x. Here we have to use string, so that we have to push character by character within the string. To perform the push function, what are the steps you have to follow? First, we have to increment the top value. Once you are incrementing the top value, whatever the character that we are read from the keyboard, that character can be assigned to the top of the stack. So this is the function definition for push function. So two steps. First, increment the top value. Next step, whatever the character that are read from the keyboard, that character is pushed into the top of the stack. Next, another function, pop function, void pop function. Pop function cannot take any parameter. What are the steps we have to follow for performing the pop function? First, we have to pop the element that is present within the top of the stack. After that, we have to decrement the top value. These two steps can be performed within the single step. So printf %c stack of top minus minus. So whatever the element that we are popped from the top of the stack, that element is stored after that we have to decrement the top value. So this is the program. First, we have to compile the program by using Alt plus F9. We are getting 0 errors, 0 warning. Next, we have to run the program by using Control plus F9. Now we are going to the output screen. Enter the string. I am entering the string. Ramachandra. So what is the length of the string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 is the length of the string. Now we have to reverse the characters of the string Ramachandra. So after reversing the string, what we are getting? A R D N A H C A M A R. So we have to reverse the characters of a string by using stack. Okay, what are the simple steps are there? First, we have to read the string from the keyboard. Whatever the characters that we are read from the string, that characters are pushed into the stack. Once all the characters within the string that we are read from the keyboard are pushed into the stack is completed, now we have to pop the characters one by one from the top of the stack. So all the characters are printed in reverse order. Now the stack is empty. So this is the simple application of stack reversing the list or reversing the characters of a string using stack data structure.
The above program can be explained with one example. Suppose I am taking the string Ramachandra. Length of the string is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have to count how many number of characters within the string. So there are 11 characters are there in the string. We can say that length of the string is 11. Now this string can be represented by using character array. So its size is 11, starting with 0 and ending with 10. So index 0 contains letter R, index 1 contains letter A, index 2 contains letter M, index 3 contains letter A, index 4 contains C, index 5 contains H, index 6 contains A, index 7 contains N, index 8 contains D, index 9 contains R, index 10 contains A. First, we have to push all the characters within the string. First, character R is pushed into the stack at index 0. Next, A is pushed into the stack at index 1. Next, M is pushed into the stack at index 2. Next, A is pushed into the stack at index 3. Next, C is pushed into the stack at index 4. Next, H is pushed into the stack at index 5. Next, A is pushed into the stack at index 6. Next, N is pushed into the stack at index 7. Next, B is pushed into the stack at index 8. Next, R is pushed into the stack at index 9. Next, A is pushed into the stack at index 10. So all the characters within the string are pushed into the stack. Now we have to print that characters within the string in reverse order. Now we have to pop the characters from the string. Pop the characters from the stack. Okay. So whatever the character that is pushed at last, that character can be popped first. First, letter A is popped from the stack because letter A is there at the top of the stack. So now letter A is popped from the stack and it is stored in an array at index 0. Now top value can be decremented. Next, again we have to perform the pop operation. Letter R is popped from the top of the stack and is stored at index 1. Next, top value can be decremented. Again, we have to perform the pop operation. Letter D is popped from the top of the stack and is stored at index 2. Again, we have to perform the pop operation. We have to pop the topmost element in the stack and it is stored at index 3. Next, again we have to perform the pop operation and pop the topmost element A from the top of the stack and it is stored at index 4. Next, again we have to perform the pop operation. So we have to pop the topmost element H from the top of the stack and it is stored at index 5. Next, again we have to perform the pop operation from the top of the stack. Letter C is popped from the stack and it is stored at index 6. Next, again we have to perform the pop operation. So letter A is popped from the top of the stack and it is stored at index 7. Again we have to perform the pop operation and pop the topmost element M from the top of the stack and it is stored at index 8. Again, we have to perform the pop operation and pop the topmost element from the stack, and it is stored at index 9. Again, we have to perform the pop operation. So we have to pop the topmost element from the stack, letter R, and it is stored at index 10. Now the stack is empty. Whenever the stack is empty, so whatever the string we are taken, that string can be printed in the reverse order. Okay, so the reverse order are first A, next R, next D, next N, next A, next H, next C, next A, next M, next A, next R. So in this way, we have to print the reverse of a given string by using stack. The simple steps are whatever the characters that are present in the given string, that characters are pushed into the stack one by one until all the characters are completed. Once all the characters within the string are pushed into the stack is completed, now we have to perform pop operation. Pop all the characters from the stack, and they are printed in the reverse, and they are printed until the stack is empty. Finally, the stack is empty for the given string. The reverse of the string is printed in this way. So this is the reverse string. I hope all of you understanding this video and program. If you really understanding this video and program, please share this program to your friends and classmates. If you really understanding this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. So Divvela Srinivasa. After subscribing my YouTube channel, click on the bell icon to get the future updates in my YouTube channel. Suppose if the string contains, for example, Rama Chandra. So here some space is there. Okay. So this space is also pushed into the stack. Okay. While you are popping, the space is also popped from the stack, and they are printed the space also. Okay. So to read this type of string, we have to use gets function. Okay, whatever the string is there, the string contains some empty spaces. To read that string, we have to use gets function. There are no spaces are there in that string. To read that string, we have to use simply scanf function. Please keep in mind this point. This is a very important point. This gets function is available in hash include string.h. Okay. Okay, understood? Thank you. Thank you one and all for watching this video.